When cooking a meal prep are your responsibilities, you can make do with pretty much anything. But when RVing and adventuring and vacationing, this should be something you look forward to. It should be a relaxing part of the day. An open kitchen with enough prep room, the right appliances, plenty of counter space, and a reliable range can make all the difference. Which is why a front kitchen travel trailer is perfect for those with a knack for cooking. With the kitchen based in the nose of the camper at the front, these floor plans give you a dedicated space instead of what you might be used to in other campers, where the kitchen is an afterthought, lumped into the middle of a layout. Everyone approaches it differently, but the details matter, including where appliance and counter space are located in the kitchen, how the setup impacts the overall layout, your freshwater tank size, propane, heck, even the type of sink that you have. Today, we're looking at 4 of our favorite front kitchen floor plans from 2 manufacturers who do an incredible job: Flagstaff from Forest River and Keystone RV. We'll see a great selection with some important differences to either spark your imagination and consider a floor plan for the first time, or to give you a close look at what might just be your next RV. So let's get started with a firecracker dual entry travel trailer to kick off our list, the Flagstaff Lite 25 FKBS. In the front corner of this just under 26-foot travel trailer, this kitchen area is your domain. It's compact yet complete. It has everything you need to comfortably prep and cook meals without the chaos you might be used to. So let's dive in. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of the kitchen before we explore the rest of this incredible floor plan. You'll see right up front at the helm, you get one of the best views in this RV with this one-sided tinted windshield looking out, and with another window on the side for a little bit of airflow. Now, I'd love to see this window extend all the way across and be a backsplash, note there to Flagstaff, but this big front window here already helps improve the overall experience and helps bring in a lot of natural light. We also have solid surface countertops and an undermount single basin sink with a residential style faucet, plus it comes with a sink top cover. Below, you have plenty of drawers for easy access to any utensils, and everything's already set up and ready, and it's all within arm's reach, starting with the 3-burner high output gas range, which in my opinion is kind of the star of the show. I know it doesn't seem like a big deal, but in a floor plan this size, it's great. And if you cook, you appreciate gas. So the fact you get 2 30-pound propane tanks mean you can be cooking for a while and be running strong, and you get a 21-inch oven underneath, plus the microwave up top if needed. I just like that everything's kind of right here, right? And you get a fair amount of counter space to work with too. The 12-volt fridge is going to be right behind you for easy access to grab ingredients, and then the pantry right next to that, which is perfect for storing all of your bulk food. And then above, you get some additional flip-up cabinets for just a little bit of added storage. Now, if you need additional storage, you can probably commandeer this space right over here, although I believe its intention is probably for a coat rack. The world's your oyster. All right, let's get into some other important details. So, this Flagstaff has a substantial 54-gallon fresh water tank. Now here's a quick secret, right? Out of all the units we see today, believe it or not, all have a 54-gallon fresh water tank. But with this being the smallest unit, I think it gets to boast that size the most, right? And it's gonna make a difference. It's gonna matter to you because you cook a lot and you need to be able to clean the dishes. So that is an important thing to have. Lastly, I'll note that even with a nice kitchen like this, on the Flagstaff 25 FKBS, you aren't relegated to just being inside the kitchen, because there's also an outside griddle with LP hookups if you want to get some fresh air, maybe cook a little bit of bacon or something outside. Now, there's no dinette on this Flagstaff, but instead, you have these theater seats with these pull-out swivel tables. And this is great for you and your partner, just be able to sit and catch up on a show or movie while you eat. You can also shut the midpoint door just to give yourself a little bit of separation from the rest of the unit. In this Flagstaff, we also have the pass-through bathroom that houses the neo-angle shower with the shower miser recirc system, so you will save on fresh water. Big vanity with huge countertop space and storage down below. Porcelain bowl over to the side with linen closet right up above. As we enter the bedroom, you will see the queen bed in a slide out with the nice headboard, some reading lights plus additional storage up top. And then at the foot is a large mirrored wardrobe with drawers down below. You'll also see this secondary entrance. That way you can still enter the bedroom if the slides are closed, plus you can get to the refrigerator even when the slides are closed via the main entrance. Like I said, a firecracker of a camper, great for two people who put a priority on good food and happy cooking. Now next up, we'll stay in the Flagstaff family, but we've a bit more room to play with and a kitchen counter you're gonna love. All right, you talk about a kitchen domain. For a comfortable, yet still compact travel trailer, I'm sorry, but there's enough counter space here to feel like you're in the back of a fine dining restaurant instead of a campsite. This U-shaped galley kitchen really puts you at the focal point of the entire RV. And now, you have the sink and counter fully occupying the front arrow with that big front-facing window. And as if Flagstaff was listening, this second window extends over the stovetop. Thanks, guys. So let's piece this out, right? A similar setup to the Microlite with the gas oven range and overhead microwave, but now the kitchen doesn't stop. The counter space keeps going and then turns into a bar space. You'll also see that you have cabinet space below, TV right up above so you can have some entertainment as you cook or sit right down in the theater seats. And then back up front, you will see the refrigerator over to the side. Now, not only are these theater seats extremely comfortable and have a great view to the TV, but it also has built-in wireless charging for your phone. Now, when it comes to water, this travel trailer also has a 54-gallon fresh tank, and it's equipped with the water purification system. Notably, it also has a 78-gallon gray water tank, which will be the largest of all of them on the list. And to top it all off, you also have two 30-pound propane tanks plus the outdoor griddle. Now, with a kitchen like this, you might think you'll suffer for it in the rest of the floor plan, but the opposite is actually true with the 826 MBR. It just keeps getting better, which is a sign of a truly great design because everything seems to make sense, it all works together, and the proverbial stars just align to give you something really comfortable and just honestly really exciting. As we start to head back into the floor plan, we get into this just beautiful bedroom space. Right? You have the slide out queen bed with storage up top, the windows for cross ventilation. Then at the foot of the bed is great storage. You have all these drawers down below, plus the wardrobe over to the side. And then right up top is going to be the TV. Now, while the kitchen is the star of this floor plan, this bathroom takes a close second. You have huge countertops, dual vanities, 4 medicine cabinets up top, plus massive storage with underlighting down below. You'll also notice the porcelain bowl is nice and centered, great space for the shoulders as well as the legs. The shower has a higher threshold so that we don't have to worry about water spilling out, plus comes with the tri-slide glass door, more than enough head height for someone that is 6 foot, and you can see the hand wand attached here on the shower bar. So now the question is, how does Keystone hold up? Let's check out more of an aggressive unit with the Keystone Outback Ultralight and just kind of take a peek at what we've got. So behind me is the 271 UFK. Now this is going to be the longest unit on the list, but surprisingly, it'll also be one of our most nimble and off the beaten path capable. It comes in only 600 pounds heavier than our lightest unit, and it's made to camp. I love some of the exterior features like the fact it has a rear ladder to climb up onto the fully walkable roof, 14-inch radial tires, and outdoor shower, but let's not let those take away all the glory and miss out on what I think is its main selling point. And it shouldn't be a surprise, it's the front kitchen layout. So let's pop in and take a look. Perhaps the design philosophy was that on longer, more adventurous journeys with the Outback Ultralight, you'd need to stock more food. So that is why they skewed the kitchen a little bit. It's a little off center, but they included this massive pantry over here on the side, because this thing's incredible. You have super deep storage, it has a proper door, it has a light inside. Listen, the 271 UFK sleeps 6, but you can feed far more than that with that kind of pantry space. And so we kind of got this unique setup, right? With the kitchen sink angled off to the side and mounted in the pressed kitchen countertops. And then over here is a little bit of elevated counter space that Keystone dubs a coffee bar. But you get several drawers right down below. As I mentioned earlier, the kitchen sink is going to be a single basin stainless steel sink. It does have a nice 3-inch drain in there, and then you have the sink top covers here right up above. Speaking of above, you'll also notice the shelf up here, plus you get a little additional storage, which I like. The thing is, even though you're pushed to the side here a bit with the sink, what it does is it really opens up the space for a dinette. It gives you this additional eating space, and in my opinion, you still have great access to the range, the microwave, and the refrigerator. In fact, with the big window right here, maybe that's the better orientation, right? Centering the kitchen right next to the range. Now, of course, you still have the 54-gallon fresh tank like we talked about earlier. You get a 60-gallon gray tank on this and dual 30-pound propane tanks. Oddly enough, the 271 UFK is actually the first unit we've seen in this list that really offers a dedicated eating space with this dream dinette. I think you get plenty of room, and I love these big panoramic windows, and this space dovetails nicely into the living area with the sofa sleeper or optional theater seats we have here. To me, you actually get more of an entertainment option here, and that's all possible because of the kitchen being up front. As we head on back, it's as if Keystone is following a theme, because the bathroom is going to be skewed to the camp side with a 34-inch neo-angle shower with shelves and a skylight up top, mirrored medicine cabinet and vanity right underneath, and then you have the porcelain foot flush toilet here in the corner. And then comes the back bedroom. Now, note very importantly that you have independent bathroom access from the bedroom. So that means your guests can use the bathroom while you get to keep the privacy of your bedroom. This is a kind of small but important detail, and for me it's just indicative of the larger sleeping capacity on the 271 UFK. The same is true with the back entry door off the bedroom. It makes it easy to get in and out without disturbing your guests, or also allows you to access this room when the slide is closed. All in all, I absolutely love the 271 UFK and think that if you're heading into the danger zone and want to push the boundaries a little more while still eating well, you couldn't ask for a more comfortable front kitchen travel trailer to do it in. Next up is the Keystone Passport 2600 FK, and I'm kind of excited about this one because it is going to be a new floor plan for the Passport line. But what you'll notice is there's certainly some similarities between this one and the Outback, especially when we take a look at just the kitchen and the overall layout. But I'm kind of excited because I think it just shows you a different option in a similar style. Now, what I love about this Passport is the same thing I love about the 271 UFK Outback. It's a really open floor plan that only benefits from putting that kitchen up front. I feel like if you prioritize good food, everything else is just gonna fall into place. But let's head inside, and I'll start with my favorite difference. All right, so this may look somewhat familiar, but what we didn't see in the Outback that Passport brought to the table is the big window that we saw in the Flagstaff, and I'm glad they brought it back. It really opens the space up, brings in a lot of natural light. But you will see there's some other differences kind of in the countertop, right? It's going to be flat all the way across instead of having that raised coffee bar. So while it does give you a lot of prep space, what unfortunately you lose is the huge pantry. So it's definitely going to be a trade-off. You're trading off storage for more counter space and a little bit different styling, just kind of overall, than what we saw in the Outback. You'll also notice the shelf is going to extend a little bit further, and in part that's going to be due to the fact that we have the window here. You'll still get the single basin undermount deep stainless steel bowl there with the 3-inch drain, the roll-up sink cover, and you will still get a 3-burner cooktop oven underneath with the microwave right up top, and then this one has a slightly different but similar size refrigerator over to the side. Now once again, because everything is kind of over on this side, that opens up the space for the dinette and seating right over here. Next to that is going to be the theater seating. Once again, very similarly to what we had in the Outback, this is straight across from our entertainment center with the fireplace right down underneath. So you have a great view, you can kick back and relax. But if we take a look over here, you will see they changed this a little bit. And what I would like to have seen is the coat racks. A little bummed out they're not in here. So this one, in my mind, is gonna be a little bit more of a dedicated pantry. Also, similarly to the Outback, you'll see you have independent entrances into the bathroom. One into the main living area, the other one here into the bedroom. Also, things are shifted over to the campside with the neo-angle showers, skylight, mirrored medicine cabinet and vanity, and then a foot flush lever toilet here in the corner. So once again, things are looking pretty similar. And that, believe it or not, continues on into the bedroom with a slide out king bed, storage up top, place to mount a TV here in the back, and then we have storage at the foot of the bed with big dual wardrobe additional over to the side and then a bunch of drawers down below. Once again, you will also see the secondary entrance to be able to come into the bedroom if the slides are closed up. Overall, you can see that this one is very similar. It's just going to be a little more price point sensitive. And for my money, this camper is going the distance, and it's a great example of what I love about a front kitchen floor plan. It's just everything feels open and inviting and exactly what you want to return to after a long day on the trails or on the road or just adventuring anywhere. But what do you think? Do you agree with this list? Heck, do you even like front kitchen floor plans? Let me know in the comments, and until next time, we'll see ya.